Hi, I'm Gavin McDaniel. Today I'm going to go over the changes for the 2021 FDOT Design Manual for FDM 230. In Chapter 230, we've made a lot of changes regarding object markers, delineators, and express lane markers. To begin with, we've made a modification to 230.2.7, where we used to discuss object markers and delineators and express lane markers. As you can see here, we made some changes to object markers by removing most of the styles except for those without the buttons. And let me just describe here from the MUTCD. The MUTCD gives you many options for each type of marker. However, the FDOT has determined that we would only like the styles without the buttons. This is because the type 11 sheeting that we're using these days is far superior to the retroreflective buttons, and we would get a lot more service life out of each of these styles. Also, this was an old paragraph in the 2020 FDM that we've completely modified. This spoke about delineators being used to mark median openings and high visibility delineators used to mark on traffic separators. And then we also had all this criteria about when to use them. And then we had a paragraph below about express lane markers being similar to the high performance delineators. All this has dramatically changed. Previously, we had all these delineators, but the high visibility median separator delineator and the high performance delineators will be removed from our APL and no longer be able to be used in July 2021. You can see Design Memorandum 20-03, which was released on October 30th for more information. So this new subsection has replaced that old section that we just went over. And here we discuss the use of tubular markers, and we've added some additional applications, such as nose of traffic separators and hardened center lines. And then we also have this option where we talk about precluding lane changing, and we include managed lanes along with that. In other words, the old express lane or managed lane markers are now our standard tubular markers that we use in many cases in many applications on arterials and collectors, as well as express lanes or managed lanes. So these are the old products that we're replacing with these similar products that were shown in these pictures here. See the new July 2021 specification 704, which is the new standard specification for tubular markers. We made some changes to the pavement marking criteria to include those for railroad crossings. We've also made some changes to the use of temporary markings. As you can see in the flow chart, if the markings were temporary, we used to use standard paint. However, now we refer you to FDM 230.3.4 to give you more guidance. Here's another application where we discuss railroad dynamic envelopes in preform thermo. And then we also go further into that and talk about the need for black contrast on both sides of the marking. And this is in reference to the flow chart that we saw above, where we're having a further discussion about the temporary markings. And we are allowing the use of removable tape in certain instances. Thank you very much. This is the end of the presentation.